Coming up, the second finalist for the UI presidential search comes to campus. And later, campus-wide vaccine clinics are on pause.
And I'm live at Dwayne Banks Field. We will have a baseball update later on in sports.
Iowa City is breaking away from rainy showers. I will tell you more in weather.
All that and more coming up on this Thursday morning edition of DITV News. Don't go anywhere, DITV News starts right now. Good morning and thank you for tuning in. I'm Shivansh Ahuja. The search for the next University of Iowa president continues. The second out of 4 finalists for the next president of the university starts their visit today. Barbara Wilson is the Executive Vice President and Vice President for Academic Affairs at the University of Illinois System. There she oversees 3 Illinois universities. Wilson received her bachelor's, master's, and PhD from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. She has experience in a variety of higher ed positions and is an accomplished author. Wilson will be on campus today and Friday. At 3:30, she will answer questions from the public. Continue to keep up with the DI for more updates on the presidential search. After 6.8 million distributions across the country, the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine has been found to have alarming side effects. A fairly rare type of clotting has been found in 6 women after receiving the vaccine. The UI paused their vaccine clinics in response. We will be continuing to watch carefully what the FDA, CDC, and ACIP committee, which is our committee of outside experts, decide what is best course of action to take with the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. On Tuesday, the FDA and CDC suggested pausing the distribution of the vaccine. Both agencies will be reviewing the clotting cases with experts. This pause is causing an impact on Hawkeye athletics, and for more on that, let's go to Julia for more.
Hawkeye student athletes were supposed to receive the Johnson & Johnson vaccine on Tuesday, but due to the sudden pause, student athletes received the Pfizer vaccine instead. The athletes will will get their second dose at Carver Hawkeye Arena at the end of April, but there may be conflicts with spring sports contests. Hy-Vee has partnered with the University of Iowa Athletic Department to vaccinate student athletes and staff against COVID-19. The athletic department hopes this is a step in the right direction towards sports coming back in full swing this fall. Back to you, Shivansh.
Thanks for the update, Julia. We'll be going to you for more in sports later. Now, we've been experiencing some rain lately. Kennedy, is that here to stay?
Things are finally looking up, Hawkeyes. The rain has gone away. The sun is out today with partly cloudy skies reaching a high of 55 degrees. Tonight, temperatures will drop to the high 30s. The temperatures will continue to warm up through Friday and Saturday. The rest of the week will have mostly cloudy skies. On Sunday and Monday, expect just a peak of sunshine. It looks like you can keep that umbrella at home. Back to you, Shivansh.
Thanks for the update, Kennedy. The Iowa Freedom Riders will be holding their first meeting of the People's Truth and Reckoning Commission. The IFR is a racial justice group formed last summer. Their idea for a People's Commission came after the resignation of 4 of the 9 founding members. On Twitter, the IFR's representative, Raneem Hamad, posted, "The IFR seeks those who, quote, have been harmed by the institutions of this city and state, end quote, to come participate in the public meeting. The goal is to create solutions by the people and for the people, something they feel Iowa City's commission couldn't do." Early last year, a 40-year-old case in the murder of Michelle Martinico ended in the conviction of Jerry Lynn Burns. Now Burns is back in court to appeal his conviction. DITV News Director Bailey Sheehan is live in the DI newsroom with more on the conviction that rocked the Cedar Rapids community. Bailey?
Thanks, Shivansh. Jerry Lynn Burns is appealing DNA evidence which linked him to the death of Michelle Martinko. For context, 18-year-old Michelle Martinko was found dead in her car, stabbed to death actually, just days before Christmas in 1979. The case was cold for about 40 years until DNA evidence advanced. A couple years ago, police uploaded a blood sample from the crime scene to a public genealogical database, which provided them a partial profile. That profile got them to Burns, and in efforts to see if he was a match, they picked up a straw that he left on the table of a restaurant. That's where Burns says that his right to privacy was violated. He says that police didn't have a warrant for his DNA, and because of that, they shouldn't have used the evidence. And this is really important because when police tested Burns' DNA against that from the crime scene, it was a less than 1 in a billion match. Burns couldn't explain why his DNA was at the crime scene, and because of that, now he's serving life in prison without parole. So Burns is appealing on the basis of violation of privacy. His legal team is famed making a murder lawyer, Kathleen Zellner, and he even has support from the ACLU. While this trial is sure to be a slow burn, it's going to be really interesting to see how it plays out. Keep coming back for updates, but for now, Shivansh, back to you.
Thank you, Bailey. Iowa City yoga instructor Maureen Montanaro is currently in the running to win National Yoga Warrior Competition. The winner will receive $10,000 in cash. Montanaro says the money would go to help her daughter, who was recently diagnosed with cancer. Maureen is the owner and a yoga instructor at Hot House Yoga in Iowa City and Coralville. Contestants need people to vote in advance of the competition, and the Iowa City community has been supporting Maureen throughout the process. Voting ends tonight at 9. To follow and vote for Maureen's journey, visit hothouseyoga.com. The university is planning to return to a typical Big Ten experience this fall. DITV reporter Mary Mershman found out how this is influencing college decisions.
The typical college experience has changed a lot in the last year, especially for freshmen. But now with the UI's plans to get back to normal school life, incoming freshmen are excited to see what's out there.
Looking forward to meeting all the new people and getting a whole new experience, because I live in a small town, so it'd be cool to just completely change.
With more students and faculty getting vaccinated, incoming students feel like they can be safe having more in-person experiences.
Incoming freshmen seem very hopeful to get back to that Big Ten college experience.
I would hope that I would have in-person classes even if we still have to social distance and wear masks and stuff.
Coming into college can be scary enough, but with the transition back to in-person classes and activities after a year online, it is normal for new students to be a little apprehensive.
And I always say the university, is doing their best when they're incoming to have them have those interactions that you would normally have in a normal year.
From Iowa City, Mary Mershman, DITV.
Summer is on its way. The Summer of Arts is continuing this year with a mix of online and some in-person events. Some events include virtual concerts, outdoor movie screenings, and small neighborhood performances around Iowa City. The Summer of Arts is pushing back at its larger festivals later in the season. This gives fans more time to get vaccinated. The Iowa Arts Festival is the Summer of Arts' largest event and will be held in person August 13th through the 15th. More details about all these events and more can be found on the Summer of Arts website and Facebook page. Now let's toss it to sports reporter Michael Merrick live at Duane Banks Field.
I'm live at Duane Banks Field where the Hawkeyes swept the Minnesota Gophers in their last series. Iowa has won 7 of their last 8 games, and this has led to them shooting up the Big Ten standings. The Hawks are now on their way to New Jersey to take on Rutgers in a crucial 4-game series that has huge implications on the rest of the Big Ten. Iowa and Rutgers rank 5th and 6th respectively in the Big Ten, and in this tightly contested conference where every game matters. And if Iowa continues their hot play, this will be a great series to watch. Now back to Julia in the studio for more.
Iowa women's soccer is set to face Penn State for Big Ten championships tonight. This is the second season in a row the Hawkeyes have qualified for the semifinals. The Hawkeyes have another chance to shut down the top-seeded Nittany Lions to keep their season alive.
We do know that there's ways to beat them defensively. There's not a lot of shutouts they've had. And so I think that finding those ways to counteract their great offense and expose them through that is going to be really crucial for us.
Freshman goalie Macy Enneking was unanimously selected to the all-freshman team this season. Alongside Enneking was lone senior Diane Sinkowski, who took home the Big Ten Sportsmanship Award. The Hawkeyes kick off at 4 p.m. at University Park in Pennsylvania. Back to you, Shivansh.
Looking forward to that action this weekend. Thank you for tuning in to DITV News. Tune into our bite-sized social newscast on DITV Now on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or dailyiowan.com. For DITV News, I'm Shivansh Ahuja. Have a great day, Iowa City.